this one of the craziest stories I've ever read. His first television show has been on the air for 3 days, but Ronan Farrow has just won an award for his journalistic work. He has just won, 26-year-old Ronan Farrow has just won the Walter Cronkite Award for excellence in exploration of journalism.
Is that true?
Yeah.
That's true?
He was on the air for 3 days, and he has just won. This is the president and the
Nobel Peace Prize.
Nobel Peace Prize.
Yeah.
This guy is the next Anderson Cooper. Remember when Anderson Cooper, all of a sudden Anderson Cooper was like everywhere?
Yeah.
And you're like, who the hell is this guy?
At least he had accomplished things.
No, I know. No, I know. But I mean, we were all like, wait a minute, isn't that the guy from the Big Brother house, the Mole or something?
Mole, yeah.
Wasn't it he was the game show host from the Mole.
But I think he also did stuff on ABC News. He had done a decent amount before he kind of broke in.
Well, he has written, I will tell you that,
Ronan
has written op-ed for the Wall Street Journal.
Okay.
And the Atlantic and Foreign Policy.
So he has written an op-ed for the Wall Street Journal.
The Atlantic.
The Atlantic and
Foreign Policy.
The Foreign Policy.
3 days on the air.
That is unbelievable.
And he wins the Walter Cronkite Award for journalism.
Gosh.
That's awesome.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Do you remember who's the guy fired at CNN? That
Rick Sanchez.
Rick Sanchez. Do you remember? I remember how great it was when we had Rick Sanchez to kick around.
Oh my gosh, those were good times.
Good. They don't
good
come
times.
back.
No, they don't.
They don't come back. Well, actually, they did with Piers Morgan, but Piers is gone now, and they don't come back. But here's Rick Sanchez, if you remember. Now, this is important to remember this moment here because we're gonna tie something together. Listen to him.
In fact, we've seen this story kind of turn and change and wiggle a little bit, even since we've been on the air since 3 o'clock. Thanks so much, Wolf. Appreciate it. Look forward to seeing you. Good job on Situation Room today, as I'm sure you will do. Up next, ad lib, a tease. That's what it says right here.
Oh, my God.
I'm supposed to ad lib about.
All right, so here he's.
Next up, ad lib, a tease.
All right. So I'm going to go a little inside. I'm going to go a little inside baseball here, but you're going to appreciate this when I'm done. Teleprompters say things like that. They'll say up next, and then it will have parenthetically, ad lib / tease.
So you ad lib a tease.
Okay.
You just do your own thing.
Coming up next, I'm going to tell you more about whatever. And so he's just reading that. But also on teleprompters, when you play what's called a SOT, sound on tape, when you play a SOT, it'll say SOT, parenthetically, SOT, President Obama, and then it will say OC, out cue, and then it will give you the last line of the president. Okay? I have a feeling that all that Al Sharpton is doing exactly what Rick Sanchez would do, and that is read the teleprompter. And so he's just not adding OC, out cue, and then giving the last line of what the SOT says.
Right, like
and
the reason it's part of the script almost.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's just supposed to tell you, hey, it's time to go.
Right. You don't know when these things go out. You don't, because, we do this every day, and I don't remember what the last line is. And so they always put the last line in so you know when to start talking again.
Because, so you know when the clip is over.
Right. And so that clip, the prompter stays there until the last line is read from the sound on tape. And so when that last line is read, then you're looking up at the teleprompter and you see, okay, that's the last line. Then you can start talking. But I think because the teleprompter says that when he sees, because also you've got a floor director that is pointing, so you have it on the teleprompter, and you have a teleprompter that is going 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, point, and then you're supposed to start talking again.
Maybe that's why he says, they don't listen to the president.
It's maybe why he's saying the same thing after each clip.
It's just the out cue of the president's clip.
Right.
That's all it is.
And so he just thinks I'm supposed to say that too.
And he's just doing a Rick Sanchez or a Ron Burgundy and reading anything that's on the prompter.
If it's on the prompter, he reads it. That could be what's happening. Play just a little bit, so in case you just tuned in, you know what we're talking about.
Agony of repeat.
People will lose their jobs.
People will lose their jobs.
If you work hard, you can make it here.
If you work hard, you can make it here.
That's the bottom line.
That's the bottom line.
We're becoming a more perfect union.
We're becoming a more perfect union.
So it might be the LQ.
He might be.
Just reading that.
He's just reading it.
Yeah.
Which makes this even more enjoyable.
Just makes it so awesome.
It just makes it, everything is
There's
awesome.
one coming up that made me think of it when you were talking about it, because he actually says, are you paused in the same place you left off there, Pat?
Yeah.
Because there's one where he says, the president says something like, they're talking about me.
Yeah.
And then Sharpton says, they're talking about me. Well, wait a minute. No, they're not talking about you, Al.
Yeah.
They're talking about...
Play it.
We'll keep moving this country forward.
We will keep moving this country forward.
The defining challenge of our time.
The defining challenge of our time.
You can't shut it down.
Republicans can't shut it down.
They deserve a vote.
They deserve a vote.
The people's business is at stake.
The people's business is at stake.
The best is yet to come.
The best is yet to come.
They've got a problem with me.
They've got a problem with me.
Yeah.
So why would he...
Why would he say that? Okay, so what you need to do is you need to go and write the Free Beacon and say, is he doing this with all SOTs? Is he doing this with all sound bites?
Right.
Because if he's doing this every time he comes out of a clip, then you know. Otherwise, he's just being a parrot.
Right.
So the options are you a parrot or a moron?
Well, he could be doing it just some of the time. He might not do it every time, but he might mistakenly read that line over. I mean, he's just bad at television, obviously. If you've seen the show, he's terrible at it. So maybe it's just that, and he occasionally slips in. I'd like to see if he does it with other people, though.
All right, coming up, Ad-Lib Tease. Our sponsor this half hour. Our sponsor this half hour is just one more time. I just have to just start the hour with congratulations to Ronan Farrow, who has just won, after 3 days of work
That's incredible.
on television, he has just won the Walter Cronkite Award for excellence in exploration of journalism.
Did they actually wait till he went on the air?
No, I don't think so.
I didn't
No.
have to. They didn't have to.
They knew it was going to be so good. They knew it was going to be so good. He's on the air for 3 days, and he's won the Cronkite Award for journalistic exploration.
After
and
3 days.
And I think the Nobel Peace Prize was already given to somebody who hasn't started their job yet this year, so he couldn't win because he had been on the job for 3 whole days.
Yeah.
And you got to give the Nobel Peace Prize to somebody who's not even working yet, maybe not even born yet, for all the things that they have done. But here's another great thing about this this journalistic award, because it's a Walter Cronkite Award for excellence in exploration and journalism. Got it? Mm-hmm. Got it. Exploration in journalism. And there's just one little side note. Normally you can, ask, these award winners some questions, but the Academy or whatever the hell it is said they would like the press not to ask him any questions. I mean, you can ask him questions, but nothing personal. Don't ask him anything personal.
Don't ask him anything that could possibly interest anyone.
Yeah.
Right. The reporters attending the event have been told not to ask Farrow any personal questions, including anything that would include the controversy surrounding his
dad,
his family, and his dad.
And that's what made him famous. That's how he got the job in the first place, is he started talking about the abuse from his dad. Isn't that really how you know him?
Well,
I'd never heard of him until recently.
According to the Post, they're just saying this. The theme of the evening is global education and service. And all press are required to stay strictly on message. Any press who asks guests or Mr. Farrow about any off-message topics will be immediately escorted out of the event.
Well, I think that's how Walter Cronkite would do it.
I think that is the way that, when you're talking about the exploration in journalism, I think that is exactly the kind of the journalistic integrity that you're looking for, where they escort you out of the event. Can you imagine if I said, you know what, I'm not going to do anything, and anybody who asks me any question off this particular topic, you will be, not me, I won't answer it, you will be escorted out of the event. That's your new Walter Cronkite winner for journalistic excellence. Mia Farrow, what's his name?
Ronan Farrow.
Ronan Farrow, who I've never even seen before. After 3 days on television, congratulations. He is the winner of that prestigious award.
Just that's something else.
It's great. He's a Rhodes Scholar. You guys know that?
No, I didn't know that.
He's a Rhodes Scholar. Okay.
Okay.
And he...
he worked for UNICEF.
Whatever. He's a Rhodes Scholar, and we know that because he's put it on his own set. In the background, there are a bunch of words, and in there it says Rhodes Scholar.
Oh my gosh! Really? Really?
Yeah.
On his set, somewhere it says Rhodes Scholar.
Is this CNN or is this MSNBC?
MSNBC.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, I have no idea. I mean, they're all crap.
They are all crap, but
seriously though, I mean, if you
can I see a picture of his set?
You can.
I mean, have you seen his show? I have
not seen his show. His show is on.
Obviously, all the important people have seen his show because he won that award,
right?
And man, what journalist how come we haven't heard the stories he's uncovered in the last 3 days? Because they must have been
groundbreaking.
They've got to be powerful stories,
earth shattering.
I can bring this into you. You want to see it?
Yeah.
I mean, 3 full shows?
Three full shows.
3 full shows.
3 full shows. Some people have had to do 5 to get this award.
Right. Some.
You know what I mean?
Have. Yeah.
Some. Walter Cronkite had to work his whole entire career. But, he's got Yale Law School on there. Global Rhodes Scholar. Oh, he's good.
Just bragging. His whole set is
State Department. It is. It's just nothing but a giant brag on who he is. Oh, my gosh.
Can you imagine?
I hate people putting their name on everything, everywhere on their set.
Name is one thing. Come on.
Everything.
Name is
necessary.
Jeffy,
come on.
When I walked into this office one day and I saw my name with a TM after it, I'm like, what the hell is that? Do you remember that day?
Uh-huh.
I'm like, what the hell is that? And they're like, Glenn, you are a registered trademark now. You're a product.
Brand.
You're a brand. You have to have your name trademarked. And I'm like, shut the hell up. I don't want that after my name. And they're like, but I'm sorry, we have to protect you, that you are a brand. And so my name and everybody else, Rush Limbaugh and everything else, that is your name. That is your brand. That's like Chevy.
Mm-hmm.
But not this. Not like, I've got a 4.0 GPA in high school. And I was most likely to succeed in 1981.
I dated the prom queen. I mean, what is that? That's pretty. If you put up, for instance, your honorary doctorate in your studio in the background, can you imagine how you'd be excoriated for that?
Wait a minute. What do you mean?
I don't think the left would
hold it.
That's a what? Yeah,
because I've just had it blown up, and I was putting it up on the. I was putting it up on the big, huge screen.
Yeah,
the screen behind your head. That's just we say, Dr. Beck.
Might want to rethink that. Maybe.
Are you a doctor?
No, I'm not.
Well, I am a doctor.
I know. I know it.
He's a Rhodes Scholar. I'm a doctor. Now he's won the Walter Cronkite Journalistic Award for excellence in journalism, and he's got he's got a couple of op-eds under his belt and 3 shows.
A full show. The shows are an hour long, Glenn.
An hour? Are they an hour?
Oh, I didn't know they were an hour long.
Yeah, an hour.
Oh, no wonder. That's 3 full hours under his belt.
Not including, obviously,
the award.
Commercials, so it's more like, 44 minutes.
Yeah.
And then there's probably other news, and there's obviously guests on the show.
Sickening. It is sickening.
It's
how these things happen. And you know what? That's why these guys, I think, become total egomaniacs. Because they have to. They have to believe their own press. They are built up, and they're so vacuous inside. There's nothing inside of them. I don't know this guy, so maybe he's just one of the greatest guys ever. But when you haven't really earned something like that, it means nothing. And then you start to think, well, maybe I'm a fraud. Maybe I'm maybe I'm a fraud. Where people like this, where you have been made into something everybody else has said, well, let's make sure he gets, because he didn't earn that. That was obviously somebody at NBC or somebody else around that planted all the seeds and said, hey, this guy, you got to give the award to this guy. Make sure you get this guy. Vote for this guy.
Well, listen to this.
So what does it mean?
Listen to these past recipients. This is the job they had at the time. 2006, Tom Brokaw, anchor, NBC
Wow.
Nightly News. Now, you might not like these people, but still, there's
But, I mean, there's a body of work there.
Jane
There's-
Pauley, Today Show,
A
and
body of
founding
work.
co-host of Dateline NBC.
Right.
McNeil Lair,
Oh, geez.
they got it as a combo award. Brian Williams, anchor, NBC Nightly News. Diane Sawyer, anchor, World News with Diane Sawyer. Christiane Amanpour from the crappy show she
Again,
did.
you
Hideous,
don't
but a whole career.
know her. I mean, you don't like her per se,
but she's been around.
She's
She's
been
done-
around. She's got a body of work. What has this guy done? 3 shows on MSNBC.
2012, Bob Costas. 2013,
Wow.
Bob Schieffer. 2014, Ronan Farrow? What?
Oh my gosh.
That's amazing.
Look at what is happening to the media. They are just falling apart.
They're imploding.
I said to one of these guys I was with yesterday. So one of these guys said, he was talking to me about the media. I said, we're just going to put them all out of business. And he just looked at me and smiled and he said, I think you might. And I said, oh, no, we will. We'll put them all out of business. Don't worry. And he just kind of looked at me and, I could see it in his eyes like, you are going to do that. Yes, you are going to do that. And I'm like, yep. And he agreed with me on a few things on, like, for instance, they don't stand for anything anymore. They don't mean anything anymore. Tell me what CBS News means. Tell me you trust CBS News, you trust ABC, you trust NBC, you trust any of them. Do you trust CNN? You trust Fox? We don't want your trust. We don't ask for your trust. Don't. We're going to tell you stories. We're going to tell you, and we're going to back it up with facts, and you'll be able to read about it. You'll be able to watch it, and then we encourage you. You go do your own homework.